Chicos, aclaro. Vamos a hacer una reacción que no es para gente sensible. No es para gente que le da cosita. No es para gente que es Yo le voy a decir algo. Yo cuando juego al fútbol, soy una persona que va y traba. Si tiene que romper, rompe. Le da absolutamente igual. Por nada más importante en la vida que ganar. A mí me da igual la salud del rival. Me da igual todo. Me da igual todo. Yo tengo que romper tibia, tengo que romper peroné, tengo que romper cuello, cabeza. O el rival puede inclusive perder la vida. Yo lo haría. Soy adicto a la victoria. Soy adicto a la victoria. Estoy loco, soy adicto a la victoria. A ver esto.
These are the 25
A ver.
most absurd.
¡No! Criminal. Criminal, chicos, es criminal.
These are the 25 most
Miren cómo le va, amigo. Miren cómo le va.
absurd fouls in football history. And first, the foul that was
Puesto 25, a ver.
committed by one of the
Hummingson.
nicest guys in football. It was a matchup between Everton and Spurs during the 2019 season. And in
A ver, Premier League. Everton contra Tottenham.
the 78th minute, Son
¿Qué pasó?
caused one of the most painful
Chicos, va a trabar Son sobre André Gómez, ex jugador del Barcelona.
injuries imaginable. He tried to reach the ball, but it
Traba.
was too late and hit
¡Ay! Chicos, miren el tobillo. Chat. Miren el tobillo, chat.
Gomez's ankle, completely
¡Ah!
turning it the other way. Players started to panic, and fans that watched it up close were shocked. Son received a red card and was absolutely heartbroken.
Echaron a Son, que estaba llorando totalmente quebrado de la emoción de lo que hizo, ¿no?
Obviously,
Pero claramente lo hizo de mala manera, amigo.
that foul was unintentional, but the top three had some crazy revenge moments that are a lot more brutal. But first, an amateur
24.
player from this tiny country
Liechtenstein. El rival de Cristiano Ronaldo, su última preferida.
almost chopped off Goretzka's head. It was in the group stage of the World Cup 2022 qualifiers, Germany versus Liechtenstein, and only 8 minutes into the game.
No, amigo, de verdad, chicos. ¿Cómo le ver así el central del Liechtenstein a Goretzka, amigo? Un asesino a sueldo, amigo. Un asesino a sueldo.
A high challenge there.
Yeah, this random guy who plays for an amateur club in Switzerland almost broke the jaw of one of Bayern's best midfielders of all time. He should go back to playing in his crappy little stadium and leave the pros to it. But even then,
Bueno, por suerte está vivo, amigo, Goretzka.
they can
23.
lose control sometimes. Because what Francesco Totti did
Totti.
to Mario Balotelli didn't only send him off, it also got him a 4-match ban. It was the
Lo bañaron a Totti por 4 partidos.
2010 Coppa Italia final, Rome versus Inter. A then 19-year-old Super Mario was dominating the Italian fields and driving opponents crazy. So 1-0 down with a trophy at stake and less than 3 minutes left to play, Totti lost it.
Cerca di guadagnare il fondo, prova a
Totti, no.
passare in mezzo a tre.
Un asesino, Totti, amigo.
Totti lost
Un asesino.
it.
Cerca di guadagnare il fondo, prova a passare
No.
in mezzo a tre, messo giù. Punizione, cartellino in mano e ammonizione
Le pide disculpa a Totti, pero le pegó a él a propósito.
per Totti che è espulso. In mezzo
Le pide perdón, boludo, pero la patada que le metió fue a romper todo.
due, lui passa. Che è espulso. In mezzo due, lui passa.
Bruh, even the fireman was like, what the f***? And the crazy thing is, Totti
Roja
later
Totti.
admitted it was intentional, and he wanted to hurt Balotelli for insulting him for years. And I guess De Jong held a
No. Chat, vean cómo esta patada en la final de la Copa del Mundo. Miguel de Jong contra Xabi Alonso. Sudáfrica 2010. ¿Cómo esto no fue roja? Y fue amarilla.
grudge against Xabi Alonso for some reason. Oh man, that kung fu kick never gets old. Crazy to think that he only got a yellow for it, which can't be said about Sergio
21, el Kun.
Aguero, because after a 1-3 beating in his own stadium, he went leg first and flew straight through David Luiz. The horror tackle got Aguero a 4-match ban, and Luiz
Suspendido por 4 partidos, al Kun.
later claimed to have suffered 2 years from the reckless challenge. But that's not even the worst foul ever committed on a Chelsea player, because John Terry almost died on the pitch. The Blues
En puesto número 20, Terry casi muere en la cancha.
and Arsenal went head-to-head in the 2007 League Cup final. With the game tied up and only a few minutes on the clock, Chelsea was given a corner and Terry...
They haven't cleared it. Oh,
¡No!
Chelsea was given a corner and Terry...
they haven't cleared it. Oh.
Oh. Diaby wanted to clear the goal, and Terry tried heading it in. Not
Ay, amigo, ¿cómo cae? Ay, lo desconectó, lo desconectó, lo desconectó, lo desconectó.
the best idea. He swallowed his tongue, couldn't breathe, and had to be treated on the field. The entire stadium was speechless. Mourinho thought he lost his captain, and Diaby was praying right next to him. Luckily, he fully recovered, but the kick to his face was so hard, he doesn't remember anything from the incident.
Ay, amigo, por Dios.
But everyone remembers this ridiculous tackle on Messi. This ain't no NFL.
¡No!
I guess some players tend to forget that.
Yo voy a decir algo, chicos. Esta patada de Valverde, más allá de que yo quería que pierda el Madrid, la entendí porque es una patada para ganar el partido, amigo. Si iba solo contra Keylor, si no me equivoco. Ay, Morata.
I thought me and my friends only did that stuff to each other in FIFA. I feel bad for Morata, though. But I even feel worse for Gavi, who almost lost his ear during a game versus Osasuna. Unfortunately, I can't really show the foul because he was bleeding too much. But the
Se le sangraba mucho, amigo. Y literalmente le cosieron la oreja con el coso, amigo. Con el coso. ¿Cómo se dice eso, chicos? ¿Alguno sabe? Lo usás en el colegio, amigo, para las hojas.
19-year-old needed medical
Queda una engrapadora, ahí está.
treatment on the pitch and got his ear stitched up, which looks painful. And so does number 16, because during a game
Tagliafico, amigo.
between Ajax and Bayern, Thomas Muller tried recreating the
No.
Karate Kid as he was stretching his leg to reach a long ball.
No,
He
amigo.
hit Nico Tagliafico straight in the head with his studs, requiring the Argentinian left back to continue the rest of the game with staples in his head to stop
No, amigo,
the
no.
bleeding. Muller watched the rest of the game from the dressing room and got
Echalo, amigo, echalo. Un provocador, echalo, amigo.
a 2-game
El hijo del Barça, amigo. Tómatela, hijo del Barça. Tómatela, burro.
ban for his sickening foul.
¿Dos partidos nada más? ¿Dos partidos? Echalo más, amigo.
That's nothing compared to Kevin Muscat's tackle that got him banned for 8 weeks.
8 semanas fuera. A ver.
Getting past Brebner. Muscat.
No, sí.
He's off again.
No juegue más, flaco.
A second
No juegue más, flaco.
straight red card for Kevin
No juegue más, flaco.
Muscat. And he didn't even see a second yellow. It's a straight red. The up and under. He's got.
¡No! Amigo, literalmente le fue con las dos. Le fue con las dos para que no escape. Le fue con las dos para que no escape.
Even see a second yellow. It's a straight red. The up.
Mire cómo le va. Con las dos. A la tijera, a la rodilla. No escapá, flaco, ¿eh?
Gone way over the ball. That
No lo rompió todo de milagro.
is dangerous for Muscat.
And Adrian Zahar was definitely hurt. He needed surgery on his knee and wouldn't play football for a whole
Mi central.
year. Many Australians even claimed the incident tarnished his career, which was almost the case for Aaron Ramsey as
¡Ah!
well. February 27th, 2010, Stoke City versus Arsenal.
Oh, Campbell.
The build-up to this match was really intense because both managers made it very obvious
¿Por qué me dan cosas las patas y empiezo a esconder en la silla? ¿Me ven, chicos? Soy un estúpido, amigo. Me escondo en la silla como si tuviera 8 años.
they hated each other, but nobody expected that day to turn into a horror scene when Ryan Shawcross went in ruthlessly and
¿Qué pasó ahí?
snapped Ramsey's leg into pieces. One player stated, "I heard the crack."
No, se desprendió, chate. Aclaro, se desprendió algo ahí. Miren bien la pierna del azul.
Ryan Shawcross went in
Miren,
ruthlessly
miren, atentos,
and snapped
Atentos.
Ramsey's leg into pieces. One player stated, "I heard the crack of
¡Ay!
Ramsey's leg from the bench. I heard the screaming." Shawcross was immediately sent off and got a 3-match ban. The entire Arsenal staff was concerned that the 19-year-old would never play professional football again. But luckily, he made a
Tiene 19 años ahí, Ramsey, amigo. 19.
comeback 9 months later and played 7 more seasons for the Gunners. And let's just say that
Volvió, amigo. 9 meses después volvió. Se la banca.
karma came around for Shawcross, because after he'd stated that the injury he caused Ramsey never affected him,
Dice que la lesión nunca le afectó, amigo. Guapo. Guapo va Ramsey. Se la banca.
he found himself in a familiar situation in 2019.
Chasing the ball back, gets a challenge, and oh,
Familiar situation
¡La
in
puta que
2019.
lo parió, amigo! ¡Ay, ya! ¡Ay! 12, boludo. Está cada vez más duro esto, amigo, Cada vez más duro.
This player from Honduras didn't injure one, but 2 players at the same time.
2 al mismo tiempo, dice. ¿Por qué 2 al mismo tiempo?
Vamos a ver qué pasó con Andrés Orellana.
No sé qué pasó. Pero esto no da buenas vibras. Ya les puedo decir.
Same time.
Bien ADN uruguayo.
Vamos a ver.
Maratón Olimpia.
¿Qué pasó con Andrés Orellana? Ahí va.
No. A los dos. Doblete, amigo. Doblete. Double kill.
Same time.
Vamos a ver qué pasó con Andrés Orellana. Ahí va. No puede ser.
Pero esto no solo es para roja.
Es inconcebible que un futbolista pueda hacer esto.
No.
Extraño en
Es el
Orellana.
fútbol
Muy
profesional.
Luckily, he got sent off.
Se queja. No, amigo, no. Yo a veces no entiendo. El jugador de fútbol que va así y el juez se queja. ¿Qué le dice, amigo? ¿Qué le dice? No, árbitro, fue sin querer. No, árbitro, no los vi. No, mala mía. No, apenitas, un roce de juego. Flaco, te lo tenés al lado, saltás y vas al tobillo. ¿Qué le decís? No lo toqué, no lo vi bien. Es la primera. Es la primera.
So is Trigueros.
This heavy challenge on
No, mirá cómo le va a hacer así a Messi, pedazo de fracasado. ¿Cómo va a hacer así, pedazo de a Messi, Trigueros? Acabado.
Lionel Messi meant that Trigueros was shown a straight red card.
Dude almost broke the GOAT's ankle. Now I understand why he has his legs insured for 7.
Las piernas de Messi están aseguradas en 700 millones de euros, amigo. Las piernas de Messi. Si le rompen las piernas, el seguro paga eso, amigo. Claro, porque es su máquina de laburar, amigos. Técnicamente es su laburo. Le rompes el laburo.
$750 million. And with that, we've made it to the top 10. So only the
Top 10.
most brutal fouls from here. Just wait until we get to the top 3. Starting off with this vicious kick to the face.
No.
Wait until we get
Hay algunas que no entiendo. ¿Cómo se te ocurre ir así? ¿Cómo? ¿De verdad cómo?
to the top 3. Starting off with this
Miren.
vicious kick to the face. Dude.
Perdón que me ría.
Clearly until we get to the top 3. Starting off with this vicious
Encima es el capitán. Del ejemplo, jefe. Del ejemplo.
kick to the face. Dude clearly aimed for his head. And Paulista aimed for
Avini.
Vinicius' ankles. No wonder he was banned for 2 games. But this dude should be banned from the Sunday League.
¡No! Asesino.
And at number 7, we
¡No! Esto es increíble, amigo. Esta es la de Pau López. ¿Cómo le vas a ir así? ¿Cómo le vas a pisar así el tobillo a Messi?
got another dude
Mirá cómo le pisa el tobillo a Messi, amigo.
trying to smash Messi's ankle.
Gil.
At least Lopez later denied intentionally stomping on it. Otherwise, he would have been in trouble for sure. And
Le da a Messi y dice, ¿qué te pasa? ¿Qué te pasa, burro? ¿Qué te pasa, burro? No, ¿qué picardía? Eso no es picardía, amigo. Eso no es picardía mala leche.
talking about trouble.
Oh, but that's the challenge.
¡Ah!
Otherwise, he would
Amigo, pero, ¿qué es eso? Es un fideo esa pierna, amigo. Se dobla toda.
have been in trouble for sure. And talking about trouble.
Miren cómo le va, amigo, pero... Miren cómo va, amigo. Miren cómo va.
The challenge, certainly late. Well, it's reckless.
That outrageous foul on Diaby's ankle resulted in 3 different surgeries and an 8-month
3 operaciones diferentes le tuvieron que hacer.
recovery
8 meses de recuperación.
period. But he never really got over it because the
Diaby.
French midfielder eventually spent 1,747 days off the pitch. Which
¿Qué? 1746. Para, chat. ¿Eso cuánto tiempo es, boludo? Demostrando que yo soy hincha de Boca. O sea, 1746 dividido 365. Casi 5 años, amigo. 4.7 años.
midfielder eventually spent 1,747
Amigo, literalmente una locura. 5 años, amigo, va a un mundial.
days off the pitch, which is almost 5 years, making him the record holder for having missed more playtime than any other football player in
Paren, decía Dembélé.
the world. Someone who walked a similar path
GC.
is Jesse Rodriguez, because the kid who was once considered the next
The next Cristiano, claro.
Cristiano Ronaldo got his career completely ruined in 2014. As he ran toward the corner flag, he got hit by Kolasinac, who then fell onto his knee. Looking at his face, it was obvious things were serious. His anterior cruciate ligament was torn to pieces.
¿Tan criminal fue la falta? A mí no pareció tan dura, ¿o no?
And he was sidelined for 9 months.
¡No! ¡Fue durísima! ¿Qué pasó? ¡Terrible corte!
After that, he was never the same again and transferred to one club to the other. Now plays for Las Palmas in the second Spanish league. But at least he wasn't as close to having his foot amputated.
No me digas. Le tuvieron que amputar la pierna, está diciendo.
Cisse. Trying to brush off heavily. Down they both go.
No, amigo, ¿por qué se desprende todo ahí, amigo? Es como un fideo.
Doesn't look like much happened. But if you look at the replay from this angle, that's just painful to watch. He broke his leg and was on the sidelines for 10 months. But things could have played out a whole lot worse, according to his doctor. Your blood circulation at your foot was irrigated. After
¿No había irrigación de sangre, algo así?
30 minutes to an hour, it would have to be amputated.
Después de 30 minutos, después de una hora y media, creo que sí, después de una hora y media tuvimos que cortarle la pierna.
In football history. For number 3, we got to go back to the 14th of October
O sea, el pie no la pierna, perdón, el pie, no la pierna, el pie, mala mía. Mala traducción.
2006, Reading versus Chelsea. After only 20 seconds played, Peter Cech was hit in the face
Ay, la es terrible.
by Stephen Hunt, resulting in one of the most horrific moments in football. The goalie injured his skull, couldn't play for 2 months, and wore his iconic
Cosa, literalmente le abolló el cráneo, ¿no? La falta. Le abolló el cráneo.
headband for the rest of his career. Obviously, Hunt was devastated that he caused an injury so severe, but at number 2, Zlatan was out for revenge. Together with Juventus, he went up against Inter, and all he wanted was to
Esta es importante, pero tampoco fue tan tremenda, amigo.
find the net. But all Marco Materazzi wanted was to kick him out of the game.
Favorevole. La discesa di
Mira cómo le va, amigo.
Ibrahimovic. Contrastato.
Zlatan was struggling to walk after that, but he wasn't going to go without a fight.
Vale, va fuerte,
He had to get his revenge, but he never got it that game, because his manager subbed him off in case he would do something stupid. But Zlatan never forgot about that moment and wanted his payback. So when they came face to face again a couple years later, Ibra knew what he had to do, but Marco beat him to it.
Otra vez, boludo.
Yeah, Zlatan couldn't believe what just hit him. All right, okay, the tone was set. So as soon as he got close to him,
Qué mal cayó igual.
my God. That
Es que, chicos, me bancan que Ibra debe ser de esos jugadores que son altos, largos y durísimos.
Oh my God. That kick to the chest and elbow to the face put Marco in the hospital. But our number
Al hospital.
one most brutal foul almost ended someone's life. To understand
Chicos, esta es la falta quizás más fuerte de ver de la historia del fútbol, para mí, una de las peores. La que le da King a el papá de Haaland, literal. Alfie Haaland.
the rivalry between these two, we need to go back to 1997.
Literalmente.
Alfie was playing as a right back at
Papá de Haaland.
Leeds, and Roy Keane was one of United's best midfielders at the time. As Keane was going for goal, Haaland stopped him, causing him to hit the ground and scream to get medical attention. Going for goal, Leeds, and Roy Keane was one of United's best midfielders.
Chicos, hay que decir algo, Roy Keane es uno de los mejores jugadores de la historia del United, pero era picante mal. O sea, el picante al nivel de que si le discutías en el vestuario te invitaba a pelear afuera. O sea, corta, te fajaba en el vestuario, no tenía drama.
Fielders at the time. As Keane was going for goal, Haaland stopped him, causing him to hit the ground and
le pega en la cabeza
to get medical
y va a boquearlo, Alfie, lo va a boquear.
attention. Haaland Sr. thought Keane was faking an injury to get a penalty, so he
Se estaba quejando porque supuestamente estaba adjudicando de que estaba haciendo la falta, pero que era mentira.
stood over him screaming to get up. But what he didn't know is that Keane actually tore his ACL. Keane missed the rest of the season and never forgot about what happened that moment.
Claro, después tuvo una grave lesión, realmente, o sea, había una falta posta, pero Roy Keane nunca se olvidó de ese momento.
So when the two clashed again 4 years later in
Miren la cara, amigo. Tiene un plan.
April of 2001, Keane was out for revenge.
¡No! Terrible, amigo. No. Le dijo, prepárate, amigo. Prepárate.
April of 2001, Keane was out for revenge.
Miren cómo le va, amigo.
Roy Keane on Haaland. It's a red card. It's issued by David Ellery to Manchester United's captain for the 4th time.
He was immediately sent off.
Le decía yo, le habré hecho como tipo, te lo juro que te tenía junada, Gil. Me recuperé 8 meses para de vuelta a fajarte. Para fajarte. ¿Usted sabe que la motivación de este tipo era literalmente recuperarse en 8 meses para ir y romperlo?
United's captain for the 4th time.
He was immediately
Miren cómo le va, amigo.
sent off, fined £5,000 and suspended for 3 games. But 1 year later,
Solo 3 meses igual, amigo,
when the Irishman admitted in his 2002 biography that the foul had been premeditated, I had waited long enough. I f***ing hit him hard. The ball was there, I think. Take that, you cunt, and don't ever stand over me sneering about fake injuries. He writes, that is just ridiculous,
Se quedó con bronca, amigo, con bronca igual. 3 partidos nada más, nada, 3 partidos, amigo.
man. And so are these moments. Click
Muchachos, realmente me gustó, Sinceramente fue un gran video, amigo. Un gran video del canal Offside. Que fuera de joda, las patadas eran todas para echar, no para un offside. Era para echar y cárcel a todas, amigo. Cárcel a todas. Fuera de joda, fue un gran video, muchachos. Y es grande. ¿Saben qué es grande? El like que deben dejar. Y el comentario que deben dejar. Hemos visto 25 faltas criminales en la historia del fútbol. Me tienen que dar ustedes con cuál fue la peor. Fueron todas durísimas, amigo, Todas, pero todas durísimas. Y si no dejan un like, no quiero hacer mala leche. Pero la próxima falta... ¿Sabes en qué le va a pasar? No a un jugador profesional, sino a vos. Te vas a lesionar caminando por la calle, que va a ser más meme. La gente se va a reír de vos. Vas a caminar por la calle y vas a hacer ¡ah! Y te vas a romper caminando solo. ¿Sabes por qué? Por no dejar el like. Tenés que dejar el like, porque si no lo dejás, te va a seguir el karma por siempre. ¡Chao! Chicos, hay que buscar la psicológica para los likes, amigo. Yo me doy cuenta de que hay que empezar ahora a laburar la psicológica, amigo. Meter la psicología y toda esa onda va a hacer que genere más likes, amigo. 100%, amigo. 100%. Yo creo que va por ahí, Creo que va por ahí. 100%.